Just hug your left. No, just drive straight, you're right. Just drive straight on that, you'll be fine. It's not gonna feel good, but you'll be fine. There you go, folks, that's the noise. That's why Hyundai sounded like a bucket of bolts. Well, g'day folks, and welcome back to another adventure from around the next corner. You're joining us for episode 1 of our upcoming epic trip to the Vic High Country, and I really hope you enjoy. Taking Hundo out, we got someone new joining us, and we've also got the Mus, but we'll introduce you guys to them later on. So we're heading up to the High Country. As we like to say, I'm not sure where we're going, but I hope you stick around and find out. So Shims has made a bit of a loose plan as to where we're going. We've got some bookended campsites we'd like to visit, and I'm really looking forward to go there. So let's get the credits rolling. You'll know where we're going before I do. And I've got a little surprise for you on the other side of these credits. All right, if you can't tell, I'm frothing. Let's get into this. Aroo! Well, we've started this trip off well. Hyundai's air conditioner has decided to pack it in, so that's going to make things really interesting. It's planned for some really hot days, as well as some pretty moist mornings, I'd say. So this could get very interesting. So after a couple of hours driving and way too many more dollars than I'd like to admit piloting old Hundo here, we've made our way to Lake Buffalo. So we came here last year in last year's series. It was our first stop and we decided to do the same again this year. It looks a little bit different this year than it did last year. Plus we've got a bit of overcast, but as I like to say sometimes, that does happen to us, but you've got to get out there and enjoy it. So from here, after we've just had a bit of breakfast and a cup of tea and whatnot, we're going to make our way to Goldie Spur Track, and then I think we're going to end up camping somewhere down in the Buckland area. But as we like to say, we don't know where we're exactly going, but we hope you stick around to find out. Just thought we'd drop a bit of pressure out before we hit Goldie Spur Track. Started off at around 40 psi, dropping down to about 20, and we'll go down more from there if we need to. G'day mate, how you going? Good, thanks, good. My name's Johnny, I'm part of Around the Next Corner on YouTube. We're just looking to head up Goldie Spur Track, and I just wondered if we could be granted access to the gate, please. Yeah, cool, now there's 3 of us. 100 series, a Jimny, and an MUX. Nah, not camping, just going straight through. Beautiful. Thanks mate, you have a good day. So there it is folks. Permission from the owner, gone and done the right thing. Let's head on up to Goldie Spur. Righto, so after a couple of hours this morning spent cruising around and casually making our way here, we finally got ourselves to the start of Goldie Spur Track. Can't really see a sign and there's no fanfare here, but we're going to get you strapped on board for this one, so let's give it a go. here we are, making our way along Goldie Spur, and we've got to a beautiful spot here where we could not drive past it and not show you the view. It's really, really hard to capture the atmosphere and the way that this sort of thing feels when you're out here doing it. But for those that know, who come out here and do it, you know the buzz that we've got going on right now. Check this out. Well, might be time to change down. Big girl, oh, she needs a bit of momentum to get up here without changing down. Coming along Goldie Spur Track there, and I saw this little point here and I thought it looked very interesting. So following the spirit of adventure, I made the decision to come up here, and yeah, I'm not disappointed. Let's give you a look around. Righto, so completely saturated and drenched from what is a lovely afternoon. We just cleared a log off the track. We didn't get any shots of it, but hey, if I look up there, you'll see it on the roof now. So yeah, wood's ready to go. We're about 5 or 10 k's away from our predicted camp spot. Let's get there and have a frothy. Okay, so here we are. We've made it to Flat Camp, or Camp Flat. Not sure what it's called. Shims will put it on screen right now for you. So we've made our way in. Hundo's all settled down. Mussa's in, and of course Jimny. And Jimny was a surprise I've got to show you. Shims has gone and bought himself something. He's gone and got the 5-door XL Jimny. Let's show you all around. It's a fair bit of thunder going on around the place now, and I reckon we're going to get wet. So here we go. So Jimny's all set up. Shims has gone and put on the bull bar. He's got the winch. He's got the TJM snorkel. He's also gone the 2-inch lift, which I think is about 40 mil on paper and ended up being about 60 mil. Yeah, and of course we put the CB on just the other day before we left for the trip. So there it is. That is our new vehicle to the channel. Okay guys, well, after a bit of rain, I was going to get the camera and take a photo of it and a video, but I didn't get around to it because it was pouring there for a second. But after about half an hour spent in our cars, yeah, we got out and here we are, it's time for dinner. So sitting around camp, it's a lovely evening. It is very, very humid tonight. So it's quite strange being a Victorian and being in the Vic High Country that it is this humid. But I'm going to suggest right now it's probably 25, 26 degrees with a humidity of about 110. So I know that's not a figure, but don't you worry about that. It is proper hot. We're going to settle in for some dinner now. So we got hot dogs ready to go this evening. Sit around the fire, get a roaring one going because you know how much I love a roaring fire. And yeah, we're going to have a really good night and we'll see you in the morning. So making my way back to camp now. Good little walk this morning, get out and stretch, get some breakfast, get Mikey going, because hey, he needs a little bit of help. And yeah, we're gonna pack up and get into it. I'll see you then. So there it is, that's camp from night one. All packed up, as we like to. Left a bit of wood here for the next people that come along. So what Shims has got planned for us today is I believe we're heading to West Ovens, Guns, and then Mount Murray. So a couple of tracks and a destination at the end. So I think we've been assured we're gonna get some pretty good views on this trip. And I don't know whether today's gonna be one of those days, but I hope you stick around to find out. Well, I've got some bad news. Looks like maybe my alternator's stopped working in Hundo. So we were just leaving Bright, haven't spent the morning here refreshing from our trip, and yeah, looks like no good. So we're going to make our way to the mechanic now and go and see what he or she says about what the problems are. But yeah, I'm trying not to think of the worst case scenario, but it's hard not to, because yeah, this is at the very start of our trip, not the most ideal thing. But I guess maybe it could have been worse. This could have happened right out in the bush. At least I'm in town. Let's go and find out what the issue is. Flat out chugging along now. I've got about 500 metres to get to the mechanic. Yeah, we got no fuel. I can tell by that. There's no electrics. Oh my goodness, it's all happening. Chugging along. Come on, we just got to get there. Just up there. We just got to get there. And there it is. Hundo is officially dead. Alternator is gone. Confirmed by Grant here at Bright Auto Electrics, but he's doing us a favour. He reckons he can get us in today, so yeah, he's going to order the part, let us know, fingers crossed that we can get it done and the fix is ready and we're on the road late this afternoon. Okay, so here we are at the top of Mount Porpunka. Beautiful views. So we've left Hundo down there at Bright in town, getting works and repairs done. Fingers crossed that that is actually going to get done today and we can hopefully be back in the bush tonight camping somewhere. Hopefully Grant can work some magic. So I'm going to make the most of this afternoon and just putter around, have a look at the local sites at Bright. with some time to kill as we wait for Hyundai, we thought we'd do a walk and tour of Bright. So a little trip update. We've just gone past the auto elec and it looks like he's actually going to get it finished today, which is great. So I don't know what it's going to cost me, but at this stage I wouldn't argue no matter what it's going to cost. So we've been driving around Bright, filled a few hours in, went and had some food, and yeah, now we're just going to wait here for the call. Hopefully he gets it done within the working hours and we get to push off and go and find somewhere to camp, because yeah, it's been a long test of a day just sitting around waiting. Well, we've had the call. There she is, ready to go. Let's go and pay the bill. All good bills start off by getting paid like this. Righto. There you go, folks. That's the noise. That's why Hyundai sounded like a bucket of bolts. Here we go. Let's see if she's a lot quieter now. Thanks very much to Grant and the guys. Well, there it is, folks. I got Hyundai back. She's all working at a ripper price. Not sure where we're going to end up. We've got a few ideas where to go. Got the bus parked up. Of course, we've got Jimny as well waiting. The boys are ready to go. We're getting pretty thirsty, so we're going to find somewhere local. We'll see you there. And with that, Hyundai rides again. So we're on the road now. Thanks again so much to Grant, the guys at Bright Auto Electrics. Yeah, when we pulled into the mechanic before I got there, the mechanic said he had no chance to do it for 2 weeks, but he said, Grant up the road, there's a chance he might be able to help. So if you're watching this, Grant, thank you very much for helping, mate. I really appreciate it. So we're gonna go find a camp spot now. It's getting late in the day, so we're pretty sure that a lot of the good ones will be taken already. So we're gonna hit a track and maybe go and find somewhere remote. Right, well, after a day of nothing but mucking around, we finally made our way to where we were going to start our day, which is West Ovens Track. So I think at the start of the day we said we were going to make it down here and down Gunshot or Gun Track, whatever it was. Jeez, it's been a big day. I don't know what I was saying this morning. But we're just going to head down West Ovens Track and see what we can find, get the spirit of adventure and pull up somewhere for a good night. Boys are all lined up, ready to go. We're pretty excited for this. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we've set ourselves up at camp. Only got a couple of 100 metres into the West Ovens Track there before we found a nice little spot. We've got it all to ourselves, so we're not going to push on today. We can't ask for more. So we've set up the cars back there and we've all just jumped in Hyundai now to go and find a bit of wood up a local track. And we've come up to something now, which you won't be able to see on camera, but based on the way I'm pointing and looking up, is very steep. So strap yourselves in for this one. Here we go. Well, that's the wood collected for the night. It's time to head on back to the camp now and have a relax. We'll see you there. Good morning, folks. Morning voice, Johnny. Here on day 3. Get up. Got me coffee. Time to go for a walk. That's definitely some kind of sambar deer, I'm going to say. If you know what that was, leave a comment below. Pretty sure that was a sambar deer. And I'm pretty sure it just woke up Mikey. This will be great. 7:30 sucks. Anyway, yeah, it was a bit of a somber night around the fire last night. Hundo cost us a day, but the boys are high-spirited and I can't thank them enough for that help. Yeah, there goes that deer again. Yeah, I can't thank them enough for that help. So I'm going to make it up to the boys today by providing a rip snort a day out of Hundo. We'll get them up and about, get some breakfast going, get moving for the day. But I figured I'd, as I do, get up, go for a quick walk, get my stretches and my exercise done, and walk on down to the river, and here it is. And yeah, go show you a few shots. I'll get stuck into packing breakfast up. This camp back there, just started to get the fire going again for a cook up this morning. And yeah, we'll get on into it and have ourselves an awesome day. Can't wait to show you what's going to happen today. So, morning of day 3. Good time to do a few pre-checks. Check the filters, check the oil. Even if you're not that mechanically minded, it's something you can pretty quickly Google on the YouTubes and have a look to see how to do. Yeah, no, that's looking good. So, talking of mechanical and Hundo, that's a really good chance for me to throw to the sponsor of this episode, Hendry's Mechanical Contracting. So a casual cruise down West Ovens Track sees us at the intersection of Guns Creek Track, which is our next track to do. Got the boys here. We're just going to get out now and air down. Figured it's probably, you know, the best times, and we've slightly rough ride as well along there, so we've been a bit lazy. So we're going to air down now and yeah, go and tackle Guns Creek. And this is absolutely stunning country out here. I mean, everywhere is stunning out here. But yeah, this little bit, nice and cruisy. I hear, coming up, we might have a little bit of a rocky challenge, but we'll see what that is when we get there, eh? just made our way up to the helipad on Guns Track. So we finished Guns Creek Track, and now we've just started a section of Guns Track. So we've made our way up to the helipad. It is absolutely stunning up here. Musta's making his way up. Jimny and Hundo are already here, and I can get on top and give you a look around. Folks, how good's this? Just come down that. It won't look it on camera, that is very steep. Here, in the middle of a ridgeback, and I'm about to disappear up around that guy. This is incredible. Now about to tackle a really spicy bit of Guns Track. Let's see how we go. I'm going to go down first with a bit more experience, and Hundo's twin locked, so if we need the lockers, then yeah, the rest of the crew won't be coming down. So I'm going to head on down now. Wish us luck. This blind returns. Oh my God. Oh. There's a blind moment there where you come up over the ridge and you're just not sure where the track's going to be. You just sort of have this blind faith that it's going to be straight, and at the very last second you get a little glimpse as to what direction you got to point your wheels. This is amazing. We've just come down here all the way along the ridgeline. Right now the chimney's around the back, coming around the back side of that, along and up this ridge. I've already done it with Hundo. I'm just waiting here for the boys now. That'll yeah, definitely test your nerve driving a couple of those ridge lines. And I can imagine this would be much, much worse if it hadn't have been graded in somewhat of the recent times. just some picturesque views. Just stop it. Have a look. So good. Oh, this feels yuck. Oh, that's yuck. Oh, that was blind. All right, start to climb. Here we go. Oh, that's blind. I can see where it goes, but they're still blind. It doesn't feel nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's blind again. There we go. Alright, so after a quick stop for lunch, we're now going to make our way to Mount Murray. So we just pulled up here on the Great Alpine Road. We're just looking now to go up Twins Track. We're going to head up the mount. So wish us luck. Looks like it's pretty steep straight out of the box. Stop it. Oh, it's just amazing. It's so interesting just here. We've got the track has been obviously graded recently, but it's graded so far out that it looks like the only thing holding it up is the big trees to the side. And yeah, it's a little bit freaky thinking the only thing that's stopping you from a sharp fall is perhaps a couple of trees. Get a load of that. Hey? How good. And that's where we're going. That looks to me like the top of Mount Murray. But hey, no matter where you are up here, everywhere's on top of the world. Have a look at it. Up we go for the push to the top. I think we're about to reach the summit, peeps. Oh, nearly. That tiny bit of push to go, but it says the road's closed. So we have. As far as we're going to get hundo, we've made it. Well, there it is, folks. That is the top of Mount Murray. But unfortunately, we are not going to get the cars up there today because it's been gated shut. And how special is this? Quick stop at the top there, and we're now going to make our way down to a campsite with the end goal to be hopefully camping alongside a river. But as we like to say, we don't know where we're going, but we hope you stick around and find out. It's not going to feel good, but it's going to be fine. Just straight on that. Just hug your left. No, just drive straight, you're right. Just drive straight on that, you'll be fine. It's not gonna feel good, but you'll be fine. A little bit of right. A little bit this way. Well, there it is. All hot and sweaty now, running the tracks. We are just following the maps to get to our camping spot for tonight. And it took us down a little shortcut. Those with experience in the convoy, cruise through not a problem. And those who are still on at the start of their journey, yeah, we got out and gave a bit of assistance. But no, we've done really well. Hundo, Jimny, and the Moose all go through that tiny little section really well. Well, there it is, guys. That's today's episode. We have had an awesome couple of days up in the Vic High Country. We started out at Camp Flat there on the first night. The second night we made it to an unnamed campsite based on Hundo's actions, which thanks very much again to Grant and the guys at Bright Auto Electrics, but I really wish they hadn't happened. And here we are for the third night at Beveridge Station area. This is an absolutely awesome campsite and I cannot believe we've got it to ourselves. So tomorrow in our next adventure, we're definitely going to be waking our way through a few more tracks and then making our way back to Melbourne for a concert of a lifetime. But you're going to have to tune into the next episode to see about that. And before I go, just want to let you know about the merch here. If that's something you'd be interested, we've got a few designs working on, but if that's something you'd be interested in, we'd love you to leave a comment down below. Anyway, thanks very much for tuning into this episode. We hope you liked the episode, subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you tune into the next episode. All right, until then, we will see you around the next corner. Aroo!